In our quiet inner landscapes frequented by whispers of insecurity, there lies a deep ancient philosophy, waiting to be rediscovered. The lamp of the past. Stoicism is not limited to certain doctrines and it gives, but a transformative lifestyle that empowers us to turn our deepest insecurities into strengths. This dignified wisdom teaches us how to harness the patience within each of us to support a life of confidence and wholeness. Join us as we journey through the original Stoic lessons that have the power to transform lives. Not only do these lessons provide respite from fleeting anxieties, but build a formidable character that is protected from fateful changes. As we delve deeper into this teaching, remember that we are not alone in struggles. Rather, we are part of a continuum connected by the timelessness of Stoic principles of relevance. Let's begin our exploration of how Stoicism can reframe our thoughts, shape our actions, renew our spirits, and together guide us towards a more secure and trusting life. Lesson 1: The power of consciousness. In the murky corridors of doubt that insecurity breeds, Stoicism illuminates the path to clarity and control. With a profound but simple truth, our ability to express our consciousness of mind has power, not external events. To understand this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic, was a man the emperor declared that he whose wisdom guides us through the ages. This first lesson in dealing with insecurity lies in recognizing change, that the outside world doesn't shape our inner peace unless we allow it, and that challenges, failures, and criticism can be reconfigured. If the sources of insecurity are often seen instead as neutral events, it is the explanation of these events that arouses feelings of doubt or faith. How then can we master this power of perception? First, we pause. Pausing in a moment of uncertainty allows us to reflect on our initial reactions. Do we view this situation through the lens of fear or inappropriateness? If so, we challenge this view, and the Stoics teach us to ask, is this view upon us? Can we choose to see this differently? Second, we evolve. We pause to understand our thoughts. We evolve towards an approach based on reality and resilience. This means focusing on the realities of the situation, yielding the negative interpretation of layers disappears. Not colleagues' comments that destroy our credibility, but if we are somehow lacking translation, change the translation, and let's change the impact. Lastly, continuing, armed with a new perspective, we move forward with actions that align with our true intentions and values, not dictated by passing emotions or insecurities. Every step we take from a place of perspective, the enlightened, reinforces our confidence, while the more coherent, stable relates to our ability to shape our reaction to the reality of the world. In harnessing the power of consciousness, we evolve with the Stoic principle that although we cannot control all external events, we can control reactions to them, potential insecurities into opportunities for personal growth and empowerment. As we continue to navigate life's challenges, may the lesson of intuition remind us that our faith is not vulnerable to predestination, but rather a testament to our ability to see every situation through the lens of strength and perfection. This is the Stoic way, not only faith, but freedom. Lesson 2: Lust and aversion. Within the philosophical fabric of Stoicism, exercising control over our desires and aversions remains a powerful way to build our confidence and shatter our insecurities. Be perfect as this, and your life will have the waters of peace. This in-depth guide leads us to the second lesson of the journey to overcoming insecurity: controlling our cravings and aversions. Understanding desire and aversion. In Stoic parlance, desire is a lack of desire for something, while aversion is a desire to avoid things that are. Both states bind us to external factors, and their inequality triggers our insecurities. Why is this important? When our inner peace depends on external factors, avoiding praise, success, or criticism, we surrender our control and face an unstable eternity. The mighty one of desire. To conquer desire, we must be content with what we have and what we have control over. Giving up aspirations for success does not mean not striving for success, but pursuing these goals without compromising on the outcome. When our actions are motivated by virtue rather than by the need for external validation, We assert our worth independently of an attractive situation or idea. We act because it is the right thing to do, not specifically because we want to get out of it. Facing disgust. Similarly, facing our disgust requires that we face fear or the desire to avoid it with equanimity. By acknowledging and dissecting our aversions, we can consider whether they are based on logic or misperception. Often it is through direct engagement with our problems that we gain strength and insight. Consider the practice of voluntary pain advocated by some Stoics, where cold water or fasting can be done to reduce the fear of harm. Such exercises train us to remain focused and confident even in the face of adversity. Consumer resources. How can we apply these Stoic lessons to our daily lives and overcome insecurity? Start by identifying one desire and one aversion that affects your confidence. Consider the following questions. How does this desire craving affect my feelings and actions? Which is in my power? What virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, or self-control can I use in this situation? In turn, work to align your actions more with Stoic virtues rather than using external validation or fear. Remember, the goal is not to suppress or eliminate desires and aversions, but to change our relationship with them. By mastering desire and withdrawal, we nurture an intense inner life, which is characterized not by what happens to us, but by how we act. An example of true Stoic faith. Let us go ahead and embrace this Stoic discipline through introspection and practice. By reducing desire and courageously facing aversion, we carve a path not only to personal transformation but to a life filled with trust and deep peace. Lesson 3. The ratio of victory at the heart of the Stoic philosophy. The division of power serves as a powerful reminder that our grip on life is often not as rigid as we would like, but this insight gives us a rather strong sense of freedom and trust to cause disappointment. Epictetus, a sage of Stoicism, summed up this idea succinctly. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Our power affects thoughts, motives, desires, aversions, in a word, everything that is ourselves. Of beyond our control, our bodies. In short, it includes everything that is not our own work. Accepting what we can control, understanding and accepting the separation of power requires a fundamental shift in focus from what we cannot influence to what we can. This flexibility is important in addressing weaknesses based on unpredictability and external verification. Stoicism teaches us that true faith is not built on a formidable foundation of external accomplishments or accolades, but is built on a solid foundation of our own actions and deeds. Location control. Think of it as two circles. A smaller one lies in a much larger one. The inner circle includes the things we control, our thoughts, our choices, our reactions. In the outer circle, everything beyond our control happens. Other people's opinions, natural disasters, or past and future. Focusing our energy and attention on our own actions and attitudes in a life of trust and peace allows us to expand our inner circle. Accepting the outer circle without any emotional basis. Implementing practices assessing control. To reinforce this lesson in everyday life, practice regularly distinguishing between what you can control and what you can't. Whenever you feel anxious or insecure, figure out a way out. 2. Rank this source as within my control or outside my control. If it is within your control, decide how to act wisely and ethically. 4. Use acceptance if it's not your ability, and shift your focus to activities that affirm your values and integrity. Slow revisions. The journey to embed this Stoic principle does not happen overnight. We need patience and a constant reframing of priorities and responses. Every time they choose is an opportunity to learn. By consistently choosing to focus on our actions and let go of the need to control what we cannot control, we develop deeper security and resilience. This process frees us from the chains of suspicion and external witness. It focuses the strength of our beliefs on the strength of our own character and the qualities we endorse. True power and peace come not from mastering the outside world, but from mastering ourselves. As we move forward, we carry with us the deep, severe power divide. It is a compass that guides us through the turbulent seas of life. A reminder that although we cannot control the wind, we can always right the ship. Lesson 4: Previewing Bad Futures. In Stoic philosophy, the practice of contemplating difficulties and possible misfortunes, known as premeditatio malorum. Premeditation of future evils is a powerful tool for fortifying the mind from what results from tragic events. Of this process is not about pessimism, rather. It encourages a proactive, prepared, conscious approach to dealing with life's uncertainties, adversity, and to encourage increased resilience and confidence. Understanding premeditation malorum. Premeditatio malorum involves anticipating potential difficulties and suffering in a controlled and rational manner. By visualizing these scenarios in advance, we can simplify the puzzle and minimize our intense emotional reactions when challenges do arise. It mentally prepares us to face challenges and helps us develop practical strategies to overcome these problems. Benefits of a future perspective. This Stoic practice offers important benefits. 1. Emotional strength. By repeatedly imagining ourselves handling difficult situations with poise and dignity, we build mental and emotional strength. This familiarity of preparation and hardship eases the paralyzing fear and anxiety. 2. Enhanced problem solving. Anticipating potential problems allows us to think of solutions in advance, allowing us to make effective decisions when a crisis occurs. 3. Value clarification. Forces us to face what is truly important to us. By constantly considering worst-case scenarios, we gain clarity on our core values and the real priorities of our lives. Consumer resources. Here's how you can incorporate a preconceived notion of a bad future into your daily routine. 1. Daily meditation. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing difficult situations. Whether they are minor problems or major obstacles, consider how you can actually respond to these events in accordance with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and self-control. 2. Newsletter. List potential challenges you see in upcoming news or projects. Note 1 or 2 Stoic responses or solutions next to each. Not only is this a rehearsal of suffering, but it also helps to calm a Stoic mind. 3. Discussion and practical application. Engage in discussions with friends and colleagues about hypothetical difficult situations and explore how you can solve them. This can also be implemented through role-playing activities, which can be particularly useful in professional and personal development situations. Moving forward with confidence. Premeditatio malorum gives us a concrete lens through which to look at potential difficulties, taking a position of premeditation rather than reactivity. The key is not to live in fear, but to empower yourself with forethought and deliberate action. As you combine this Stoic practice, you will likely become more calm in the face of adversity, less surprised by the unexpected, and more firm in your journey to self-empowerment and in true confidence. This life of Stoic preparation for whatever life throws at you, grace and strength and rigorous training of the mind to handle. Lesson 5: Use Supa. If we are to follow the Stoic philosophy, virtue is not only ideal, it is the very essence of a well-lived life, the ultimate foundation of inner trust and security. Stoicism teaches 4 basic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. This virtue is a guiding principle that informs our decisions and actions, enabling us to live in harmony with our true nature and the world around us. Understanding Stoic virtues. 1. Wisdom. This includes practical wisdom or insight, knowledge of right and wrong. Wisdom guides us to make the right choices, taking not only our own interests, but also the interests of others into account. 2. Courage. Stoic courage is not just physical courage, but also moral courage to stand up for what is right. This includes enduring suffering strongly and not letting fear of suffering shape our actions. 3. Justice. This virtue involves fairness, treating others with dignity in acts that foster social harmony. It includes honesty, integrity, and accountability. 4. Control. Control is self-control and self-discipline. We have the ability to ensure that reason moderates our desires and emotions and controls our own desires. Embodying these qualities Incorporating these virtues means basing all our thoughts, decisions, and actions on them and incorporating them into our daily lives. Here is how you can develop each of these qualities. 1. Use wisdom. Seek knowledge and understanding. Reflect on your experiences and learn from them. Always ask yourself, what is the wise thing to do in this situation? 2. Be brave. Get out of your comfort zone. Face your fears and deal with adversity head on. Remember, progress often comes from challenges. 3. Act with justice. Be fair and just in your dealings with others. Stay for what's right. Even when it's hard, treat everyone you meet with respect and compassion. 4. International exercise. Developing self-control. Avoid extremes and practice moderation in all aspects of your life. Eating, spending, or expressing your emotions. Practices of practice. Daily reflection. Reflect on your actions and thoughts at the end of each day. Ask yourself what qualities you have used well and where you can improve. Contemplative reading. Regularly read and meditate on Stoic writings and other philosophical texts that support these virtues. Virtue journal. Keep a daily or weekly journal of where you successfully or perhaps failed to practice this virtue and find out how to improve the way forward. Embodying good habits is an ongoing process that requires commitment, discipline, and a deep commitment to personal growth. By striving to live according to Stoic virtues, we develop a strong and confident character that defies absolute fate. This assurance of ourselves, not by external testimony, but by our own moral and ethical values, forms the cornerstone of true Stoic faith. As we progress on our Stoic journey, may the consistent practice of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control guide us to a life of contentment and peace. Lesson 6. Think and write. In Stoic philosophy, meditation and writing are important practices that facilitate a deeper understanding of self and Stoic principles. These practices act as mirrors, revealing our truth through self-reflection about and by what we express. Through constant engagement in meditation and writing, we develop self-awareness, strengthen our commitment to Stoic virtues, and articulate the transformation we wish to see in ourselves. The importance of opinion writing. In Stoicism, reflective writing is more than just a diary. It is an exercise in philosophical inquiry and self-development. It allows us to, 1. Clear minds and emotions. Writing helps clear the storm of thoughts and emotions into a coherent mind, allowing you to take a clear path forward. 2. Track progress. Regular input helps track individual progress and challenges and provides a visual record of one's journey. 3. Reinforce learning. Writing about Stoic ideas and how they apply to everyday life deepens understanding and puts these ideas into practice. 4. Resolving internal conflict. Our challenges on paper allow us to approach them with a balanced and Stoic mind. Integrating ideas and writing into daily life. Consider the following ways to effectively incorporate these practices into Stoic life. Daily Stoic journal. Take time each day to write down your experiences, focusing on how well you aligned with the Stoic virtues. Think about where you could always answer meditation prompts. Use specific questions to guide your writing. Examples are, what did I do well today? What could I have done differently? That I reacted to adversity? In what ways did I exercise wisdom, courage, justice, or self-control today? Weekly review. At the end of each week, review your journal entries to assess your progress and identify areas for improvement. Think about the general themes and insights you have listed. Philosophical analysis. Sometimes pick a particular Stoic principle and explore its role in recent life events or possible future situations. Explore how a deeper understanding of the theory can change your thinking or actions. Practice reflective writing. Try this activity to start incorporating reflective writing into your routine. 1. Schedule quiet time. Allow at least 10 to 20 minutes of uninterrupted time. 2. Choose your media. Decide if you want digital paper or traditional notebooks. 3. Start with gratitude. Write down 3 things you are grateful for today. 4. To analyze your day. Reflect on the events of the day through the eyes of Stoic qualities. Identify times when you succeed and areas for improvement. 5. A Stoic quote. Identify a quote from a Stoic philosopher and relate it to your day or current events in your life. 6. Plan for tomorrow based on today's thoughts. Identify specific things you can do tomorrow to live a quality life, the way forward. As you make reflective writing a regular part of your life, you will see a profound impact on your mental clarity, emotional balance, and philosophical clarity. This form of discipline helps strengthen your Stoic habits, paving the way for a more mindful and virtuous life. Lesson 7. Communities and collective work. Stoic philosophy seeks not merely individual development and self-mastery, it also emphasizes the importance of community and the interdependence of people. The Stoics believed in the idea of the cosmic city or world city, meaning that all people share a cosmic relationship and bear responsibility for each other as worldly fellows. And this study explores how taking on our broader roles, atoms in the community, can enhance individual development, growth, and strengthen social relationships. Have been understanding the Stoic approach to community. Stoicism teaches that each individual is part of a larger whole, and our actions should contribute positively to this whole. The virtues of justice and compassion are important here, guiding us to be reasonable and considerate of the welfare of others. Stoic wisdom is to recognize our common human condition and strive to live in harmony with others despite our differences. Practical commentary on the Stoic movement. 1. Emphasize service. Stoicism encourages service to the community. This can take the form of volunteering, helping a neighbor, or simply being a supportive friend or family member. Worship helps us develop Stoic virtues and contributes to the well-being of all. 2. Empathy practice. Try hard to understand the feelings and opinions of others, especially when they differ from your own. Empathy strengthens community bonds and contributes to a more inclusive and compassionate society. 3. Foster the contact, create and maintain meaningful relationships. These relationships are not only sources of support and happiness, but also opportunities to practice Stoic virtues such as temperance, courage, and justice. 4. Achieve collective goals. Work towards goals that benefit not only you but the wider community as well. This could be in the form of environmental initiatives, community building activities, or any effort aimed at improving the general well-being. The role of ideas in community engagement. Imagination plays an important role in improving understanding and our interaction within a community. How have my actions today contributed to the well-being of my community? Or in what ways can I best serve and connect with others? It can increase our knowledge and effectiveness in public activities. Community is a source of strength. Community involvement is not just a moral duty of Stoicism, it also provides strength and resilience. Through our interactions, we gain perspectives, face challenges, and find new opportunities to apply Stoic principles. The support networks we make can provide comfort and support in difficult times, reinforcing the Stoic ideal of not isolating ourselves in our struggles. Practical exercise. Participating in a community program. Consider getting involved in a community project using these ideas. This could be a community cleanup, starting a community garden, or leading a community workshop on a topic that interests you. Consider how these practices can help you practice Stoic virtue and contribute to the common good and expansion of our circle. The 7th lesson teaches us that our journey in Stoicism extends beyond individual development into the realm of community participation. By recognizing our place in the global community and acting with ethics and mindfulness, we not only fulfill our responsibilities as Stoic citizens, but enrich our own lives and those of others around us. Life improves. The universe is not just a philosophical concept, but a practical guide to leading a fulfilling and positive life around others.